So if you watched my last video and didn't understand how matrix planning works, you're in luck. Today, we're going to get into a Plan With Me video on how to do matrix planning. Hi everybody, I'm Brandon Gustafson. I own and operate 2 assisted living facilities, and I created this channel to help people just like you learn the ins and outs of investing in assisted living. Welcome to Assisted Living Investing. In my last video, I talked about a new bullet journaling method, matrix planning, something that I've created and I'm super passionate about. I'm happy. I'm so excited to share it with you today and get into how I do it and how it works. Now, before I get into the tutorial, I'm just going to give you an overview. I'm going to tell you how to set up the card, how to fill in your to-do list, and then how to just like wrap it all up into one nice big package and make it work. So excited to do that. Let's get into the tutorial. All right, so we're going to get into the tutorial for how to do matrix planning. So the first thing that you're going to do is create 4 horizontal lines that is going to create 3 different rows. So this is a card, and I'll link this down below in the bio so that you can go in and find something like this. I really like these cards because they give you kind of the dot grid, which I really like that you can find in bullet journals. But you could use any index card, anything that you want. You could also use a ruler to help keep your lines straight if that's something that's important to you. I know for some people it is, and so you might want to have that in there and keep your line straight. So that's something that you might be interested in doing. I'm just going to freehand it, so if it doesn't look great, that's fine. All right, so the first one, again, we want to do 4 horizontal lines. So I'm just gonna try to keep it kind of on those dots right there. We'll do one. This one I'm going to do in between some dots because I want these rows to be kind of even. And we'll do the same thing right here. And then down at the bottom. So I've got these 4 horizontal lines in there. So you've got these 3 rows, 1, 2, 3. And these are going to be your times a day. The next thing you're going to do is you're going to put in 4 vertical lines. Okay, so the first one we're going to throw right here. We'll just put one right there on that line. The next one we'll put right here. And then we'll put one right here in between those. So it keeps these kind of even. And then we'll throw one there at the end. So now this is your matrix. You've got now 1, 2, 3 rows, and you've got 1, 2, 3 columns in your matrix. That's the matrix. That's how you make the matrix right there. And now I'm going to just kind of label these. So these are your times a day. So I've got AM, and I've got PM, and then I have the evening. And I just put even. For me, it's just a little bit easier to do there, but it stands for the evening. And then in this one, we're going to call this column the family and personal items. Then over here, this will be my job because I have a normal W-2 job. That looks horrible. And then over here will be my side hustle. So for me, this is assisted living, or it could be the YouTube channel or any other thing that you are working on. But those are some good buckets for you as you're working on this. Now, what I like to do is I have routines that I do in the morning and in the evening. So I fill those in first off. That's the first thing that I do. It's very easy to kind of put those in there and fill in the AM routine and the evening routine. And so I will put those in, and they are to-dos. So they're going to be that dot that we talked about that I'll link up above in the different symbols that you use for bullet journaling. But this will be the AM routine. Then down here, I have a nighttime routine. So I'm just going to put night routine right there. So I know those things are happening. I don't even have to look at my to-do list or my backlog or anything like that, my future log. I don't have to look at any of that because I know those are the things that I'm going to do. Now, what I would do in this next situation is I'm going to look at my future log, and I'm going to say, okay, what are the things that I need to do? What are the things that I want to get done today? Because that's what I'm doing on here. I'll even put the date on here. So let's just say that it's January 1st, 2022. even though that's not the date, I know that, but it's just a quick and easy date. We know exactly what that is, but I'll put that date up there. You could even put the day of the week. So let's say it's a Monday. I don't think it's a Monday, but let's just say it is. So you could track those things by labeling it up here, or you could throw it on the back of the card if you wanted to. And the other nice thing about this is you could flip that over and you could do your notes here on the back of the card as well. Okay, so now we've got the matrix, we've got AM, PM, we've got our different areas of life. I've got my routines on there. I'm going to now put in, I'm going to have lunch with my daughters on at 12 o'clock. So I'm going to put lunch with girls right here. And again, because it's a meeting, I'm going to use that circle icon to get that on here and make it work. Next is my job. And so my full-time job, I am a data analyst. I work a lot with data, healthcare data. That's what I do as a full-time job. So I'm going to put in here data analysis project as a to-do item for me. Data analysis project. And in this part of it, I'm going to be looking at my backlog, my future log, to see what are the tasks that I have on my list that I need to get done. You might even consider putting in the meetings first and then filling in other to-do items as you move along with that. So I've got a team meeting at 9 o'clock in the morning. So I'm going to put that on here. And then I also have a webinar that I've got to watch for work at 1:30. Webinar. And then I'm also going to, this is a pretty big project, so I'm going to actually mark it down here for 2 to-do items for me. But I'm going to do part of it in the morning. I'm going to work on it again in the afternoon. And I want to kind of keep that separate. For me, this helps me feel like I'm being more productive by having it in there twice. So data analysis project. Right here. And then I don't like to work in the evenings for my full-time job. I try to get everything done that I can in the AM and the PM. That's not to say that I don't work in the evenings. I do sometimes, but I'm going to leave it blank because I don't have any to-dos for the evening for my job this time. Then over here at the side hustle, I'm going to put in here, I have a call at 11:30. But this is not like a scheduled call. So I'm actually not going to put it as a dot. I'm going to cross that out because I accidentally put that in the wrong way. I need to call the state. And this is a to-do. I do want to do it at 11:30. I could put a time in there if I want, but I'm not going to. I'm going to say call state. I need to ask them a question about the way that Medicaid is running for us. And so I'm going to give them a call. And then at 4:30, I have our administrator meeting. So I'm going to put that in here, admin meeting. And then in the evening, I need to review our books. I need to look at the financials and make sure that they're good. So this is going to be financial, and I'm going to just call it research because I'm trying to find out information on different programs that we can take advantage of as an assisted living facility. So you can see right there, now I've got this nice matrix view of my to-do list. These are the things that are going on in the morning. I'm going to do my AM routine. I've got a meeting at 9, and then I need to work on this project and call the state. That's very manageable. I can do that. In the afternoon, I'm prioritizing. I'm putting lunch with my daughters on there. I've got a webinar at 1:30 and at 4:30. So I've got probably a good 2-hour chunk that I'm going to work on this data analysis project now. And I can keep that in place. And then in the evening, I'm going to do my nighttime routine. And then I'm going to do my financial research as well in the evening. I personally am a night person. I function a lot better in the evening. And so that's what I like to do. I spend a lot of time in the evening. This is a very basic and version of a matrix plan. Mine actually has quite a bit more on there, but this gives you a really good idea on how you can build this out. And then you use the same icons that we did, that we talked about in the tutorial of what bullet journaling is. So I did my AM routine. I went and had lunch with the girls. I did my nighttime routine. This team meeting got canceled. So we didn't have it, and I actually didn't get a chance to do the data analysis project. Something came up, so I'm going to forward that. But I did get it done in the morning, so that was good. The webinar was great, and I took notes on the back of my my card here, and it's all good. I was able to call the state, which was great. I had a good conversation with them, which helped me get my financial research done effectively in the afternoon. And we had a really good meeting with our administrator, and I've got notes on that in my agenda online, which I've also shared. I'll make sure that that is linked. And if you go to assistedlivinginvesting.net, you'll be able to get that free resource there as well. So that's kind of how I do it. And now I can look at this and be like, oh, what did I do? What do I need to do? If you love colors, you could even color code a lot of this stuff and get it how you need it to be. But there you go. There's the overview of matrix planning tutorial, how to plan with me as you are getting your information ready to go using matrix planning. I really hope that daily planning session was helpful to you, that you learned a lot from it. I love this method. I'm super excited to see how it works for you. Make sure you like the video. Comment down below, was this helpful for you to kind of go through that type of a process? I would love to kind of go through some of these planning sessions with you so that you can better learn how to plan your life and how to be a little bit more effective as a business owner and just in your personal life as well. It's something that I am super passionate about and I think has allowed me to be successful. I know this channel is about assisted living and how to get up and run a business and how to run an assisted living facility. But I really think that these types of skills are key in helping you be successful and be productive in getting things done. And so that's why I'm spending quite a bit of time here talking about bullet journaling and matrix planning. And I'm going to get into some other tools here in the next little bit so that you can learn how to use these tools to your advantage to be a better business owner and get things done. In my next video, we're going to talk about what is Notion. So I talked about this in a previous video as well that I'll link up above. But what is Notion and how I kind of use it to work and organize my life a little bit more in addition to what I do with bullet journaling. I'm excited to kind of share that information with you as well. And to learn more about investing in assisted living, make sure you visit me on assistedlivinginvesting.net. I have some free resources up there, a blog. You can set up a consulting call with me and we can have a conversation and help you through the process of getting things set up for you to be a successful business owner and a successful owner of an assisted living facility and a successful operator. And remember, it doesn't take a lot, just a little bit. Keep going, keep making progress, step by step by step. If you do it and you're consistent, I promise you, you're going to be successful and everything's going to work out for you. Thanks for watching and have a great day.